Officer shot. Suspect is down.
Thank you, copy.
Terror in a Stockton neighborhood. Bullets fly. An officer is dead. So is the suspect after what started as a call over a fight.
Stockton PD is holding a news conference any minute now, and we will carry it live when it gets underway. But you can see a picture next to the podium there, and we did just learn a few moments ago the officer killed is Officer Jimmy In. He was a 5-year veteran with the department, 30 years old, and leaves behind a wife who is also a Stockton police officer, as well as a 7-month-old son, a 12-year-old stepdaughter, and a 14-year-old stepson. Thanks so much for joining us this afternoon, everyone. I'm Elizabeth Kling.
And I'm Curtis Ming. This is what we know at 4 o'clock. The deadly shootout happening this morning along La Crusta Way in a neighborhood east of the Weberstown Mall. CBS 13's Marissa Perlman is live at the scene with what we know.
Sadness and confusion this afternoon here in the Stockton neighborhood. We know the shooting happened here between these two houses behind me. I think we're going to show you a photo now of that officer. A photo here coming up right now. We're learning more about this police officer, who he is, and we're going to expect to learn more about that in just a few minutes when we get to that press conference. But once again, the neighborhood here reeling as we're learning more about this tragedy.
Officer down, guys.
A neighbor who only wanted to be identified as Dave, recording the chaos moments after a shooting involving a man and a Stockton police officer. He says he heard at least a dozen shots go off from his home and ran to the scene.
Officer shot. He's unresponsive for at least 5 to 7 minutes.
He says he saw officers performing CPR on 2 people outside this apartment building and saw both taken away in an ambulance.
There's a lot of gunfire here. There's a lot of crime. There's a lot of, a lot of stuff goes on here.
Drone 13 showing the scene from above. Felix Barney lives across the street. He says he heard arguing, then police arrived, then gunshots.
I was in the house, but I had heard, maybe at least 27 shots.
He knows his neighbor, the suspect, only by a nickname, Chip. Felix surprised and sad he was involved in this. He says he feels lucky living so close that his own family wasn't hurt.
Easily could have been bullets towards my way. It's a sad situation for everybody's families.
All right, and let's get to that news conference starting now.
Go out to Officer Jimmy N's family, friends, and colleagues. Today is a difficult reminder that when the men and women of law enforcement leave their homes and families to go to work, they might not return home that evening. Law enforcement is a dangerous profession. However, I want our community to know that our police officers will continue to be vigilant and protect and serve our city. At this time, I'm going to ask Chief Eric Jones to come forward to provide additional insights and details regarding this morning's incident.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a very difficult day for everybody here at the Stockton Police Department, for our community. Here we are in National Police Week, where we honor the fallen officers who have given the ultimate sacrifice nationwide. Actually, we were wearing these mourning bands, the black bands, this week to honor fallen officers across the nation over the years. And so, unfortunately, we had that happen to one of our officers today. So it's with great sadness, that I'm here today to inform you that Stockton Police Officer Jimmy N., I-N-N, was shot and killed in the line of duty. He gave the ultimate sacrifice, and he came to work every day putting his life on the line for complete strangers he'd never met, coming to work to protect members of our community, knowing it's a dangerous job, and knowing that going to disturbance calls are extremely dangerous. But we do it because it's what we do to protect our community, and sometimes that sacrifice comes up, and unfortunately it did for us today. I'm going to go over some preliminary information of what we know so far. This morning at 9:45 a.m., the Stockton Police Dispatch Center received a call of a disturbance in the 4400 block of La Crusta Way in North Stockton. The caller reported hearing screaming, saw a woman with a ripped shirt who was bleeding and appeared to have been assaulted. Stockton Police Officer Jimmy N. was dispatched to the call and arrived on scene at 10:07 a.m. Shortly after arriving on scene, Officer N. was in front of the residence when he was shot by the suspect, a black male adult. It was a violent, blatant, and very sudden assault on our police officer. Another uniformed Stockton police officer arrived on scene while this was happening, and he, what we believe, exchanged gunfire also during about that time. The suspect briefly then entered his home and returned moments later holding a young child. The suspect began to strangle the child in front of our officer and refused to comply with the officer's commands. A community member tackled the suspect as the officer approached, and the officer discharged his duty weapon, striking the suspect. Indications are that the suspect was attempting to kill the child, an 8-year-old boy. Stockton Police Officer Jimmy N. was transported to a local hospital where he died from his injuries. The suspect was also transported to an area hospital and also died from his injuries. This is now a multi-agency protocol investigation, which includes the San Joaquin County District Attorney's Office, the California State Department of Justice, the San Joaquin County Medical Examiner, and investigators with the Stockton Police Department. Please remember that information is still coming in, as this is an ongoing investigation. We are currently interviewing multiple people, reviewing video footage, processing evidence. We will try to provide timely updates as more information becomes available. I want to talk about Jimmy N. He was positive, an optimistic person, so very well liked around the police department, the epitome of what a Stockton police officer should be. And so tragically, his life was taken today. Officer Jimmy N. was assigned to the Field Operations Division and was hired in December of 2015. He was also a member of our Honor Guard, who also honored fallen officers in other jurisdictions. Jimmy leaves behind his wife, Tila, who is also a Stockton police officer, as well as a 7-month-old son, a 12-year-old stepdaughter, and a 14-year-old stepson. I would like to remind everyone, Officer Jimmy N. was responding to a domestic violence report to assist a domestic violence victim, and he died protecting those who could not protect themselves. Police work is inherently dangerous, and our officers will continue to protect the community that we serve. Again, he gave the ultimate sacrifice knowing this is a dangerous job. We have time for a few questions.
I saw from TV that there was a bullet hole in the window of the patrol car. Was that officer in his car, and did he have a chance to even get out of the car? Was he ambushed as he was sitting there?
Yes, I'm able to state that Officer N was shot near the front door of the residence. It was the second responding officer who we believe exchanged in gunfire as that was happening, and he was at his vehicle during that time. We do believe preliminary indications are that some of the bullets from the suspect may have struck the police car as he was rolling up to the scene.
And Chief, have you been there before for that suspect in particular?
I don't have that information available, but we will provide it when available.
Chief, did you establish a relationship between the man involved in this and the woman and child?
The exact relationship for the domestic dispute, we aren't able to provide exact details with the female that was involved in the original call for service, as well as the child that we believe he was attempting to kill in front of the police officer.
Is that because of the nature of the incident or the investigation?
Because the investigation is still ongoing, and we want to ensure we have all of those details correct before providing it.
You know, a lot of you guys are hurting within the police department. What resources are offered for those who are hurting right now?
Yes, it's very difficult for our police department, for officers. We just have to be, the city manager and I were out today outside the emergency room, talking with our officers, praying with our chaplains. It's about supporting one another, acknowledging we still have work to do, but we want to honor Jimmy in every way possible. And it's traumatic for our department, clearly. And so not just because we have a fallen officer, but his wife is one of ours as well. So this really hits home for so many different reasons. So we have a wellness network that we're really leaning upon, which is from police psychologists to peer support for one another, as well as police chaplains, and really making sure we're talking about it, that we have the time to grieve, and that we together move forward as a police department for our community. And this is an opportunity where our police department and our community can come together.
Chief, do you have any statistic about the shootings in this neighborhood specifically the last year?
Not available for me, but available with me, rather, but the public information officer can get that later.
Any information about this specific neighborhood?
Right, not with me over the year-long period of time, but we can get some information later.
Any message for the community in this neighborhood?
Pardon?
Do you have any message for the community?
Thank you. The message I would have for the community is to honor Jimmy N for laying down his life to sacrifice for others, to acknowledge that police work is dangerous and we should support our police officers as much as possible, but also that this department will move on and we will work together to move forward to protect our community.
Sorry for your loss. I wanted to ask you about some more detail, as much as you can provide us, and I appreciate what you have so far. It sounds like it was a chaotic scene from the moment that Officer In arrived to the moment that that suspect was shot. How rapidly did that happen? How quickly did that all unfold? If you could walk us through that a little bit. And then also, if you could speak to this neighbor, Good Samaritan, who jumped in. I mean, that sounds like a hero right now.
Yes, it's a very brave thing to do, to engage in a dangerous situation like that, and that citizen may very well have helped save that child's life as well. So the officer was able to take the action that they did at the time. I would just say that it unfolded very rapidly from the moment of the suspect shooting Officer Jimmy in near the front door, and then possible continued exchange of gunfire, to then coming out of the residence with the child, and then the assailant attempting to kill the child there by strangulation. And again, those events unfolded quite rapidly.
Over a matter of minutes? Was it 10 minutes, 2 minutes?
I would say a couple minutes.
Was he shot back away from the residence, or was he approaching the residence?
That's the specifics of that are still under investigation. Yes.
We have time for one more question. Chief, have you talking to Taylor, and what was that conversation like? Was she working today?
I'll just say this: Tila is an amazing woman, an amazing spouse, and so yes, we had a conversation, but I'm going to keep that conversation between us for interest of and respect of the family. But she's an amazing woman who has an amazing amount of support from this police department and from this city. Thank you, everybody.
I'm sorry. Was Officer In, as far as you know, able to communicate?
All right, you have been listening to the police chief there in Stockton, a Stockton police officer and a suspect, both dead in today's shootout. 30-year-old Jimmy In showed up to work today to protect the community from danger and lost his life. A domestic disturbance call at 9:45 this morning on La Crusta Way. The caller heard screaming, saw a woman bleeding with a ripped shirt. The officer got on scene. About 22 minutes later at 10:07, he was in front of the home when the suspect shot him through the door.
And the chief saying this all unfolded very rapidly. The suspect then reportedly went back inside the home, brought out an 8-year-old child that they were reportedly strangling, attempting to kill this child, it appeared. A community member then stepped in, tackled the suspect who was shot, and we are told that Officer Jimmy In, leaves behind his wife, and he is also a dad to a 7-month-old son and has 2 stepchildren as well.